Yeah.
Special guest tonight.
We thought we had the Unabomber the other day. That night we found the real Unabomber. Crank it up.
Makes me want to wear bell bottoms.
There goes a copyright infringement. Demonetized.
We don't own the copyright.
I'd like to welcome everyone to another night of YouTube audio. Anything you say or do will be held against you.
If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me?
No.
No.
Special guest.
Well, here we are
Red
again.
Sanford. Another Friday night. Best day of the week.
Magic Friday night. In the basement.
Smoky down here.
So, what's our theme?
Hey, where's that extra water you had?
With the caffeine in it.
Yeah, listen to this.
Yeah, it's a water. There's no alcohol involved.
It's a caffeine delivery mechanism.
Me.
It's all water. I'm thirsty.
So, Darkness, my old friend, was that the last TV show you ever saw?
No, I think I watched Alone. Have you ever seen Alone?
Is that the one where the guy is in Alaska and he gets eaten?
He's all alone.
He's all alone. They put 10 people out somewhere.
That's with Anthony Hopkins and the Big Bear, Alec Baldwin, and the Big Bear.
No.
That must be something else.
It's something else. But
I guess.
I have something for you, Professor.
Bro, it's bro.
To tell you before
Okay.
Bro, not pro.
I forget. I said Professor.
You got to enunciate it.
It's okay.
Professor. So, I was probably 7 years old, and I got a LiteBrite set for Christmas.
Nice.
And my sister and I were playing with it. She was probably, 10 years older than me. And the little pegs, if you remember the LiteBrite set, it was you put the black piece of paper for people that don't know in this little light box, and you put colored plastic pieces in it and make pictures. Well, these little plastic pieces, colored plastic pieces, come in white. Quit laughing.
I'm not laughing. Listen.
Okay. They come in these white boxes. Or, they don't say blue, yellow, red. They're just white boxes. So we had them out there, and she said, "What's in this one?" I said, "What do you mean, what's in that one?" She goes, "What color?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "Blue." And she opened it up, and it was blue.
Wow.
And she put the lid back on, did another one. She said, "What's this?" And I said, "Yellow." Opened up, it was yellow. This is God's truth. She kept doing it. I kept getting them right. This went on for probably a good 4 minutes. She put them behind her back, switched them up because she thought I was cheating. And she brought them back out, and I got every one of them right again. So she went to get a family member to show them because I got 100% right on this for at least a good 5 minutes. And while she was gone, I proceeded to mark the boxes of what colors they were. Maybe bend the corner, put my fingernail on it.
And you're 7 years old, and you're this diabolical.
Yep.
All right.
So she brought the other family members in and proceeded to bring out the boxes, and I got them all wrong.
Oh, wow.
Because I cheated.
Karma.
Yeah.
Well, I want to probe that.
I could see through the boxes, Professor, to see the colors. I saw through the boxes.
I wonder how your life would be different if you didn't cheat.
Well, we got a lot to unpack right there.
You could be a spiritual leader.
5 years ago, I'd send Eric a picture, and he would scan it and tell me his intuition. But I'm talking about darkness. I used to send Darkness a picture 5 years ago, and he would scan it and read the person's face and tell me what he thought they were like. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
You can tell by looking at their eyes.
He said he had perfect intuition.
How accurate was I? I believe I was fairly accurate.
I think it's kind of like a fortune teller.
So you'd say, that guy's angry. Or that guy's...
It wasn't guys.
That woman's surprised. That woman's scared.
I can't remember. Do you remember any of those?
That kind of
Darkness?
stuff?
No, I think it was more on a relationship question. Is she dangerous? Is she good for me? What is she like just by looking at her face, not her emotions at the time?
Internet dating.
Mama, is she good enough for me? How's that going, Pink Floyd?
Mama. Oh, that's not it.
So I want to probe that. That really, what's interesting about that story you just told us, it's not the story. It's that because you told us now. So like it has meaning in your life.
Yeah, I was doing it for Professor's benefit.
Bro, it's bro
Thank you.
with
Thank
the B. Boy. Bravo.
Oh, Professor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
because I'm a bro.
he's a bro.
Got it.
I'd rather be a professor.
He's not like the professor on Gilligan's Island, the other TV show, the last TV show you saw. All right, any other supernormal natural events in your life you want to elaborate on?
Yeah, I dug in the ground one time and wanted to find a toy, and I did. And then I said, well, if I can do that, I can dig in the ground and find money. And I dug in the ground, and I found a penny.
Whoa.
Manifested a penny.
That's awesome.
It's the truth. I was probably 3.
How accurate are these memories? Because, I mean, that was like 60, 70 years ago.
Yeah.
You need to keep working with it.
The 7-year-old one,
Can we call your sister and corroborate that tonight?
yes, but she's sleeping.
Kids
She's
are
in
naturally
California, isn't she?
Kids are naturally open to stuff like that. And then when we get older, and everybody tells us, "No, that's not why. No, you're just lucky or whatever."
That's my point.
Well, here's my point. I'm Scully, right? And there's 4 callers, so each time you got 1 out of 4 chance, it's not a big deal getting a couple right.
This went on for 5 minutes.
I didn't mean to destroy all your dreams.
No, it's true.
There is an unknown or an unforeseen power that goes throughout all of reality, and your subconscious can't tap into it, in my opinion.
You know, you might be right. There was an article this week. You know, they always argue between particles and waves
Yep.
for the shapes of matter. They're saying it's streams of energy. So that, I mean, I hope that's true. I hope that explains everything.
It's true. I believe it's true. It takes an observer for something to happen. They have to collapse the wave function. I
don't know about that one.
The act of observation.
I don't know about that one.
They've
Do you
done
understand what he's?
experiments.
Yeah, it's proven.
Well, I don't know if it's proven.
No, it's proven.
So it's like let's elucidate a,
The double slit experiment.
like you send a
Is it
particle
a
through.
wave or a particle? Exactly.
It's a particle.
I don't know if that's gospel anymore, guys. I wish it
Yeah,
was.
it is. It's still a theory.
Yeah.
What do you think the theory is now?
So just talk about the experiment for a second. So they shot a ray of light through 2 slits, 1 ray through 2 slits, or something, right?
I think it was 1 electron or a few electrons.
Photon or something,
Something like photons.
and it had to pick one or the other to go through or something. Excuse me.
Well, whoever was doing the experiment says it's going to be a particle this time. And then the next time he said it's going to be a wave, and then I think it just did whatever he thought it was going to do.
All right,
Because he was observing it.
You know, rule
Or
number
maybe,
1.
Maybe it went through both slits at the same time, and it was a particle on this one and a wave on that one.
Something like that. You guys got to know rule number 1 on these podcasts is we never research a thing. We just figure it out in our heads as we go along.
Yep.
So there's going to be no research on that and on the internet. What are you researching over there?
Oh, modern physics?
Quantum.
Is it a band?
No, it's like the double slit experiment.
How about old Schrodinger's cat?
So let's.
Same thing. Is
Yeah.
it in the box?
I am
is it
am
alive?
Schrodinger's cat right now, man. That's what I am.
You want us to put you in a box and just leave you in there?
I'm already in a box.
Yeah, but there can't be anybody in there with you.
I'm a man in a box.
Heart-shaped box.
Yeah. We're making pop culture references that Darkness, my old friend, is not familiar with. He quit listening to music in 1976 with Bob Seger. Night Moves.
I have an album signed by Bob Seger.
What are you making stuff up for tonight?
Like a rock.
I'll bring it.
We'll use it for that. We'll use it for the podcast picture.
Okay, I'll bring it.
Bob Seger.
Did you go up to the stage or something and get him to sign it?
I didn't. I was working on a golf course, and he was out golfing, and I ran to Kmart and bought a brand new album.
Really?
With my buddy. And came
Kmart,
back,
that's awesome.
Found him on the golf course and said, "Hey, can you sign my album for me?"
Did he sign it?
He did.
Did he sign? Go ahead.
Did he go?
No.
Okay.
He was not very receptive to it, but I made it quick. I said, "I listen to your music
good.
all the time."
Way up firm and high.
He just wanted to play a round of golf.
You know, so your celebrity person you met was Bob Seger.
William Shatner.
You met William
Oh,
Shatner.
heck yeah.
Dude, we're
He's
not
awesome.
worthy. We're not worthy.
Was his shirt ripped?
It was here in Chattanooga.
Really?
Or
What
wherever we are in the secret place.
We're in the underground bunker.
We're in the southeast.
Anyhow, tell us about William Shatner.
Please.
Oh, just
Please.
went up there and shook his hand, moved on, and got pictures.
Did you get to do the Live Long and Prosper with him?
No, that's Spock.
What was
What's
he
the
doing
difference? Was
One
he
of 'em's-
drunk?
One of them's a Vulcan.
here? Half.
Half Vulcan.
Yeah, I almost said your name.
We'll beat
I
it
think
out.
they can figure it out already.
I've
man.
listened to all the podcasts.
We've
and
blown
every
on
time
every
it
single
says,
one.
make sure we edit that out.
Yeah.
It's still in there. So
We'll
that was
edit it
my
out.
disclaimer when we started.
We'll edit this out.
Adam, you know who Adam's met? Too bad there's no Adam in the room, but you know who the professor's met?
Bro.
The professor has met Steven Seagal.
Yeah, he's awesome. Great guitar player.
He played guitar, and his guitar had to be louder than everybody else's in the whole building.
It made my ears bleed.
Wow.
I mean, I could feel it.
He's like, is that loud enough?
It was like a physical sensation.
So we always say, what would Steven Seagal do? He
would
turned the damn thing up.
Turn it up to 11 or 12.
Only person I ever met. I met somebody. Hard to believe. Unless you all got some more. I think you won with William Shatner.
Brad Paisley.
You met? Oh, he's a mountaineer, dude.
He is?
Yeah, I think so.
Justin Hayward of the Moody Blues.
That's cool.
22,000
shook his hand.
days.
Yeah, how many days,
22,000.
speaking of days, how many days you got?
I got 18,000, man.
18,000. You sure? Is that accurate?
I don't know.
2 years. 365 times 2.
I know.
That is
I'm Schrodinger's cat, dude.
730.
There you go. 730. Sing it.
Who else you got? Never reaching the end.
Who was yours, Kevin?
Mine was, y'all. I'll let y'all figure this out. You ready? It was in Atlanta Airport, hot Atlanta Airport.
Wait, I know this.
Don't let Eric figure that. Let Darkness figure.
I'm trying to remember.
Edit.
We'll edit it. We'll get it.
So let me see if y'all can figure this out without Professor helping Darkness.
I can't remember anyway, so.
Hot Atlanta, and I'm cruising through, and I'm in one of these donut shops. Donut shops in Hot Atlanta.
I need a donut.
And I look over there, and there he is. And he's very superstitious.
I remember the. Oh, yeah.
You know who that is?
Oh, the song. Very superstitious.
Writings on the wall.
He loves donuts.
And I don't know if he had a donut. He's over in the corner. And he saw me, and his eyes lit up.
How did you recognize him?
I know everybody, dude. You didn't get that joke just now. Anyhow, so his handler was in between me and him. I said, hey, can I talk to Stevie for a second? Stevie Wonder. He goes, yeah,
Did you get him to sign your donut?
You know, I know I talked to him. Here's what I talked to him. This was when Gangster's Paradise came out. You and I already had this story. Gangster's Paradise, which is a song that Darkness, my old friend, never heard.
Hey, let's have our nicknames just be our regular names.
You have a really hard time with that.
Dude. Anyhow, and I said, man, I like your version a lot better than that version. He goes, man, I love that version. Every time that version plays, I just hear a cha-ching. You know, like a cash register is what he said. He said, "You ever hear this other song I sung?" I heard all of them, man.
Was he looking at you when he was talking to you?
Yeah, well, general direction.
Okay.
General direction.
All right, so
I want to pause for station identification and a sponsor. I'd like everybody.
you got a sponsor?
Yeah.
Patreon.
My friend Tom Griffin, FFEN, walked across America a couple years ago, and he just got his book out.
Oh.
And if you would like to purchase it, the name of it is With a Good Heart, A Walk from L.A. to Brooklyn by Tom Griffin. That's Griffen. Look it up. Buy it. Small-time guy. It would do good. And I might be in the book because I met the guy. Walking across America. Can you imagine that? He came to the southeast, and I stopped my vehicle.
How long did it take? Did you do it 8 hours a day?
He did it longer than that. You'd have to read his blog, but
Yeah.
I think it was 6 or 8 months.
Wow.
And he learned a lot. It's not about, I asked him, one of the questions was, what part of the country do you like the best? And he didn't have an answer for me. By that time in his walk, which was probably 3/4 of the way done, he said it wasn't the country, it's the people. And that's what the whole walk was about after he met this certain person. You'll have to read the book in the West Coast. Very interesting, positive person. And buy his book. That's
That'd be
all I'd
pretty
say.
fun, actually.
I mean, I think some of those guys that walk or run across, a lot of them get run over by cars, man. Honestly,
Yeah, because they probably take back roads.
I don't know. Just
Wouldn't
like
take the freeway.
some people try to bike it and they get smashed. Who was it? One of our old bros got hit one time. Ralph Schmook. Remember Ralph?
Have to wear high visibility.
In Arizona, dude ran through a stoplight or something.
There's been several. One lately, I believe.
So since he's our sponsor, is he gonna send us money for mentioning his name?
He'll send us a free book.
That's not bad. I'll take it.
0.10.
He can just send us a link to his blog. I'd be happy.
We'll put that in the notes.
Yeah.
All right.
Might sell a couple books for him.
Yep.
2 of them. Stephen King got hit by a car when he was walking back in the.
Oh yeah.
I guess it was in the 90s.
Man, I watched that movie the other day, Maximum Overdrive. Man, that movie's horrible.
Didn't hold up well.
Well, I think I read about it too, and I don't want to distract from what Darkness, my old friend, is focused on. But like, Stephen was just out of his mind on cocaine, right?
Oh, yeah. He doesn't even remember writing some of his books.
And that you can tell from they said they couldn't even function with him at the movie when they're making the movie. He was bad.
So recently in Nevada, there was an interstate crash, and it left 5 cyclists dead. That was recent. That's the one I was trying to think of.
Well, okay, we heard about your story about the LiteBrite. Any other toys or products that you played with as a kid that had supernatural powers?
A top.
Like a spinning top?
Yes.
Like a dreidel?
Yep.
Cool. What did it do?
What did it do?
It spun.
Nice.
Was it big or small?
Small, normal sized top.
It spun by itself?
Just kept spinning.
Wow.
You ever see that movie Inception?
Yeah.
They spin a top to see if they're in reality or they're dreaming. If it doesn't fall over, they're dreaming. So, darkness, you're dreaming.
It's called a reality check.
I was probably sleeping
Or
at
time.
the time.
Oh, we talked about sleeping and dreams last week. Yeah, that's good. Just reiterate something. So, do you remember a dream you had before? A recurring dream?
Yeah, Armageddon.
Whoa.
That's all you have? That's all you dream about?
You said reoccurring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Armageddon.
End of time.
Yep.
You mean
That's my reoccurring.
How does it happen? What happens? Nuclear war.
I'm already there. I'm already at the end times, and it's like a Mad Max movie where people are scavenging for everything.
What state are you in?
State of sleeplessness.
Are you in a desert, or are you in Tennessee?
I think probably everything would be kind of desert-like if there was a nuclear war after a few years.
Yeah, kind of like a swamp. Sometimes.
Like a radioactive
sometimes
swamp.
Buildings
Okefenokee.
where I can't find my way out.
Do you have to pee during this apocalypse?
Yeah, and the bathroom's real dirty.
In the swamp, you can't get to it?
No, didn't have that happen.
I've had dreams. I mean, I won't diss on your dream. I've had dreams where, like, because you and I grew up during the Cold War, right?
I did too, partly.
Well, we grew up through the thick of it. I remember when I was in 6th grade, I memorized how many ICBMs the U.S. and Soviet Union has, like 1,054, right? That was the low number. And then what was that movie came on in '84? Reagan was president.
Red Dawn.
No, it was some other one. I don't think it was Red Dawn. And the whole country panicked. I didn't see it. But.
Was it about the
game?
No, they nuked like a Midwest town.
China syndrome?
Russia
syndrome?
No, I'm talking about nuclear weapons. Anyhow, every once in a while in a dream, and I've had a couple, you think you see a flash of a nuclear bomb, you go turn your eyes or you go blind. So Cold War scars run deep.
Yeah.
How's your vision?
What do you mean? Oh, after I see the blast?
Yeah.
If you see the blast, you're toast.
Are your eyes getting worse? I'm trying to figure out this dream for you.
I'm trying to figure out your dream for you. I think it's church related.
The Armageddon one?
Mm-hmm.
There's no Armageddon in the Bible.
Well, there depends on your religion.
They call it the apocalypse.
What's the one? What's Thor's Armageddon when Thor has arm hoedown?
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. You're not calling it Ragnarok. You're calling it Armageddon.
Armageddon in the Bible. Armageddon is the name of a town, or name of a battle. Supposedly in the Middle East, the battle to end all battles.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know if it's necessarily in the Bible, but we learned about it at church, and that's the battle where the blood is hip deep and you're walking through dead people, and the bear's fighting the wolf or whatever. And you got zombies.
Yeah, so that's in the Bible, so that's what you're dreaming about, man.
See, I don't know if it's actually in the Bible, but we learned about it when preachers
some religions, like religions in this in this time zone, in this zip code, think that there's an end times coming.
Yeah, but
and they prep for it.
They've been talking about it since at least the 80s,
since the
1983.
End of time.
It was
I think this year is going to be the last year, folks.
Well, I mean, they prep, they do whatever. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Nothing wrong with being ready. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Everybody needs a bug out kit. If you can survive 3 months, you have a better chance of making it than people scrambling and trying to go find a can of food or a bottle of water or some ammo or whatever. If you can make it past those 3 months, you'll outlive 90% of the population, probably.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into it about 20, 30 pounds heavy.
Yeah.
And then 3 months, I'll be back to within my correct BMI.
Bulk up.
You know, and that way it works out. Keto.
You know what would be a really good idea? I just thought of it. Buy a bunch of those protein powders. Just keep cases of protein powder and just mix it with water. That's a pretty good idea.
I mean, people knock on your door with the gun, though, saying, hey,
bury it.
I'm moving in. And I say, well, look, I'll tell you how to turn this light on in this bedroom or something. You got to flip the switch.
No, you're supposed to grab the gun while you grab the wrist while you twist their.
They can have
twist
it.
The
they
gun.
Can have it. And I'll say, look, here's the book of payments. You got to make these payments for the next 30 years.
The banks are going to collapse when Armageddon hits.
And then Darkness came over here to surf on his phone.
You got to find out information.
All right, so recurring dreams, Armageddon. Okay, that says a lot. What else you got? What was your favorite dream in your whole 100-year life?
I woke up one time when I was a kid and I saw a little man with a helicopter on his head flying by my window.
Wow.
That's not bad.
That was my most favorite.
That's
Was it
not
like
bad.
one of those helicopter hats?
Yes. It used to be I think a cartoon or something like
It's
that.
like Marvin the Martian, or
Maybe.
Was he small, like a foot
was
tall?
he green?
Yeah, about 1.5 feet, 2 feet. And I was awake
It's probably a fairy.
when I saw it.
Fairies wear boots.
Yeah, as soon, like right when you wake up from sleeping, you're
Yeah.
kind of still in a dreamland state.
That's
You're
exactly
between
what-
being awake and being asleep.
Mhm.
I like having dreams where I either wake up in my dream and I know I'm dreaming, or I wake up in what I think is my bed, but I'm actually in a different room. But it feels real, It's called false awakening.
Hmm.
And whenever you have a lucid dream or something like that, it seems like reality seems so much more realistic and high definition than just being awake. I guess because you're not using your actual eyes and senses, you're using your imagination.
I've lucid dreamed quite a few times.
have too.
And what you need to do, what's his name again?
What's my name again?
We never settled on one.
No,
Nassau.
Sawdog, I guess.
Sawdog.
no, that's Junior.
So you
Soul
were
City.
talking about writing your dreams down, because
These clowns
I wouldn't
come
know this because
Eddie
I don't
Haskell.
listen to your podcast, but talking about writing
It's
them down.
audio, video.
Just take your phone and record it when you wake up. You were
Yeah.
saying you'd have a hard time writing it down.
Right.
Record it with your phone.
It's in the podcast. This is an audio, video.
Yeah.
I have dreams and I wake up and the sheets are all wet.
That's not good.
You guys aren't biting on that one at all.
That's not good. What do you do? Change your sheets?
Well,
the
you
blow dryer out?
you have to. Yeah, it's not a good scene, man. You have to change your shirt and find a dry spot on the bed somewhere.
I used to do that sometimes. And yeah, I just move over and change my underwear, change my shirt, whatever I'm wearing, turn the pillow over.
We might have to edit this part out.
It's like
man.
when you got a lot of pressure on you.
No, I think it's like reaction to drugs or illness.
Right. Okay.
Well, Darkness, my old friend, what else is on your agenda?
Can't think of anything. You got to come up with some subjects.
Well, we're trying to draw you in. So what I've learned tonight,
My stomach's upset.
what I've learned tonight is
A burrito.
Eric's more of a, Darkness is more.
What is this, a drive-in to work talk show?
I don't know, man. I'm losing it.
Focus.
Is more of a supernatural person than I thought.
That's cool. I wish I could be more supernatural.
He's more of a, is everybody like that or not? Because I'm not, man. I'm just like, it's
That's
black or
because
white.
you're not a believer.
Then I saw her face.
I knew guys,
Now I'm a believer.
you ask them what kind of movie they watch, and you're like, do you like science fiction or fantasy? They're like, no, I like stuff that's more real, like spy movies and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I kind of like fantasy stuff. But there's like two types of people. Those people who kind of reject anything that's not hard and fast reality, and those people who are more open to other things. The wider reality that it exists outside of our five senses.
Open-minded.
I'm not rejecting it, man. I'm just giving you all scientific explanations.
I know, yeah.
I think Eric's, I don't know, maybe, I hope that story you told us is true, and I think that's awesome.
If you saw
But here-
something that you couldn't explain, though, would you spend your whole life trying to rationalize it, or would you say, you know what, I don't really know what that was? It might be something that was supernatural, or would you say there's got to be an explanation for it? There's got to be.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything I can't explain.
Yeah.
Back to my psychoanalysis of Darkness, my old friend. That kid thing you told us with the LiteBrite, I keep forgetting the word LiteBrite. and you said you got penalized when you cheated. Again, that's like religious overtones.
No, I think we have a lot of power in our mind, and when we have doubt, that's when we fail. And the doubt came in to play, and I failed.
It's like your faith failed or something. It's my analogy. Run it through my gigantic supercomputer brain, 23.5 inches all the way around, guys.
And also, there may not be like a universal good or bad or right or wrong, but if you personally think that you did bad, that has a lot to do with the outcome.
Professor, I have a question.
Shoot.
Quantum physics. So we have two particles. Are you familiar with it? Let's say you have two photons, and they have a negative and a positive spin. You entangle them, which means basically you marry the two particles.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they both have a positive right-hand spin, to make it simple. You separate those two particles, and you mechanically change one of the particles that was his brother or sister,
mm-hmm.
however you want to look at it, to a left spinning particle.
Mm-hmm.
The other one immediately spins left. Doesn't matter how far away they're separated. It's faster than the speed of light.
Yep.
Across the universe, across wherever.
Mm-hmm.
That is a proven fact. It's not faith.
Spooky action.
How do you entangle particles? Tell me, have you ever entangled? I can't entangle my shoelaces.
You have to do a little research. You have to read.
Yeah, but
You have to get on your...
It's part of the theory that allows quantum physics to work.
But what I'm getting at here, now that you know the backstory to this,
the front
is
story.
Once we are able to read these particles, of course they have quantum computers now that are just so fast, it's unbelievable. And we have communicated around the world now with the entangled particles. But as soon as we are able to read these, I think that we'll have a receiver of some type and be able to listen to the particles that are across the universe. So once we open up that channel, there are other energies, entities out
mm-hmm.
there that already have this figured out. It's like a old-time radio, you know.
We'll
Someone
start
Do you
checking
think we could listen to the universe radio, all the radio stations, all the people that's doing it?
Simply, yes.
That'd be cool.
I don't know what the receiver or the transmitter would look like, but once we figure that out, it's just like someone going back 400 years with a radio.
It sounds like heaven.
And I think that it could also happen inside of your brain. Like you could teach people how to do it, and it'd be like another sense. Kind of like the guy who ran the 4-minute mile. Nobody said he could do it. Now everybody, or a lot of people can.
Like a sixth sense.
Yeah, ESP.
That's because he believed.
What about that? What about that Israeli general who said that we're already in contact with extraterrestrials?
Yeah, I mean...
You don't believe that?
No. I can't get there from here is the issue.
They're not far away. They're in a different vibratory state.
I'm in a different vibratory state, too.
And what is it that, who said that, Arthur C. Clarke said that sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
Oh, I agree. I agree with that. But there's magic and there's... You know, we always have these discussions.
Yeah, but how much of physics do you think we have figured out? Do you think we've got it all figured out?
Pretty much.
You think so? You don't think there'll be any...
I don't... If we figure out some nuances, like is it a wave, is it a particle, is it an energy line, I don't think it's going to change anything we can do physically.
What about if we figure out how gravity works?
I don't
You
know.
can manipulate gravity. Gravity waves.
I think we just got a ball of rock and air, and we're just screw with what's on it. Did you guys see that SpaceX the other night? Oh, it's awesome, man! It is awesome.
Is that the newest rocket?
You gotta look at that, Darkness, my old friend. Hold on, I'm in the bathroom.
Courtesy flush, please.
It's stuffed up again. Hey, so Elon launched this big, ugly. I mean, it's not ugly. It's kind of a big old fat silver
Rogers.
Buck Rogers retro rocket. You know, it's made out of stainless steel, heavy stainless steel. And so he launched it up in Texas because Texas is close to the equator, right? So is Florida. That's why they launched from Florida. And it goes up like 7.8 miles. I could tell you exactly because I was watching it. But then it comes down and then it goes sideways. So it's a rocket like this, straight up and down. And then it's got the fins and it comes down like this. So it tries to slow itself. And then to the last second, it fires up its engines. It's got retro things. It flips back over. Came in hot and just came down and blew the hell out of it. But it was pretty awesome seeing that thing just spin at the last second and try to park.
So they didn't land it?
No.
So it crashed?
Yeah.
The cool thing is you can just melt it down and redo it.
Well, so, you know, so he and Bezos, which is the Amazon guy, right? It's like the battle of the robber barons in 1930s or whatever, you know.
What about the
Rockefeller.
Virgin guy?
Oh, yeah, well, he's Branson. He's in third place. But so Bezos, and also they're like number one and number two in richness, okay? Musk and Bezos currently.
Why don't they combine their power?
You know, you wish, man, because Bezos is doing his own thing. It's called Blue Horizon. It's a rocket with a feather on it. He's
I haven't
slow
heard
and
anything
steady.
about that.
Elon's just blowing stuff up. But Elon's dying to go to Mars. And then what's interesting, Bezos, I don't know if that's how you say his name, we'll call him Bezos, whatever, said, he said, that's a dumb place to go. He said, go live on Everest for a year. That's like a rose garden compared to Mars.
I think the moon would be good.
Yeah, the moon's not bad. It's low gravity. You can't do much. There's no. It's a lot better than Mars, I'd say.
It's a launching station.
Yeah, but he kind of shot down Elon's dream, his Martian dream.
It's because he's jealous.
Could you live on Everest for a year, Darkness, my old friend, on top?
No, I wouldn't want to. I could.
You could breathe. You can't breathe on Mars, and you're gonna get radiated on Mars.
Yeah, but there's got to be somebody, a first person, to do something to open the way for other people to come and do it.
I mean, it's cool to go there and say, "Hey, tag, you're it," and tag Mars and get the heck back. I was the man on Mars.
We need to plant a flag.
I always look at it, and you and I always talk about this, Professor, is that, the Earth's made of finite resources, right? There's finite iron ore, there's finite aluminum, finite titanium, and it's not like you're going through all this stuff into space and
You're going to have to mine the asteroids.
You're going to have to get it someplace else, yeah, and then that takes fuel. Where's the fuel come from? Earth.
Unless they invent anti-gravity.
I think you're
We've already
stuck on
got it.
I think we are stuck on this mud ball.
We've got the technology. It's in the desert.
So have a nice garden here, swamp.
I think anti-gravity might be a manipulation of time also.
Yeah, time and gravity.
Yes, they interact. They're the same. They're one.
We don't even know how gravity works.
You laughing?
Gravity's
It's
the same
proven.
thing that it works faster than
time
the speed
and
of light.
gravity.
too.
I got more rowdy friends I can bring over, and every single one of y'all will be against me in these conversations. It's funny.
You're the
Being
devil.
such a space guy,
I could bring
I can't believe you don't know that.
I could bring the man in black over here. You know who I'm talking about. And
Say his name.
I can't say his name. Can't say my name. You're God blessed right.
Pleased to meet you.
Man in Black would be right there with you guys talking freaky stuff. Now, we got to think of a name for...
But you don't let us use our phones to research.
You
Yet
can't.
you disbelieve.
I'm watching the launch of the SpaceX.
Well, look, dude, people are paying attention to you. The whole...
Time and gravity are connected.
All right, time and gravity
It's-
connect.
You didn't learn that in 6th grade?
I'm from West Virginia Public Schools.
First of all, time doesn't really exist.
Well, I didn't even get to 6th
independently
grade.
of the human mind, because it's like a measurement. It's like a distance.
I didn't even get to 6th grade, man.
So, like a black hole warps time. Gravity,
Okay.
because gravity
Yeah,
will slow
I hear
it
you. I
down.
understand what you're saying there.
So you know that.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
you believe that.
Yeah.
It's factual.
Okay.
Okay.
It
Well,
warps.
have you heard of the arrow of time? Right, you got it. Only goes one direction. Like, see that clock on the wall? It's may or may not.
What
Not
about the
gonna go-
cone? The event horizon cone.
It slows down. It doesn't go backwards. They're saying now black holes are fuzzy.
You have to step outside of time.
You just be.
If you step outside of time, then time is nothing and you can go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got to lay off this fog machine down here.
Turn on the fog.
Yeah, it's
You need to read more, Kevin. I mean,
The thing about gravity is it's instantaneous. You don't have a gravity. You don't have a giant planet, and then 2 hours later, it affects the spaceship or whatever. It's like instantaneous from over billions of miles. It doesn't take any time.
Say it again. Say it again. I'm sorry.
I was talking about gravity, how it's instantaneous across space,
It weakens real quick. It's real weak over distance.
but it doesn't take any time
All
to.
right, let's play a physics game here.
Okay.
All right, and I think Professor, you and I have already discussed this. Name the 4 forces. Not the 4 horses of the apocalypse.
Earth, wind, fire. And
Earth,
water.
Wind, and Fire. That's a good band. No, the 4. Gravity's one of them. I'll give you one. Gravity. What's the other 3? Come on, you physics majors.
I know it.
All right, I'm calling on you. I'm calling darkness. Darkness?
What did you say? Gravity and time and what else?
No, you can't say time's a force.
Those little balls that you
Electromagnetism,
Electromagnetism's one.
weak force.
Yep.
remember in science class, those balls that you pulled one and it knocked the other one? That one. What's that? That's a force.
That eventually stops moving.
That's a force.
That's not a force.
May the force be with you.
The
There's no-
Energizer Bunny.
There's no perpetual motion machines. There's never been one.
The bunny. Energizer
So
Bunny.
I'm going to summarize what Professor said. He said there's 4 forces: strong nuclear, weak nuclear, electromagnetism, and gravity. Right. That's all there is.
That we know of.
And I can't remember what they do. One of them holds the nucleus together. Maybe it's weak, short, small distances. But gravity is the weakest one of those 4. Electromagnetism is pretty weak.
A lot of people say gravity doesn't even exist, and it's really just electromagnetism.
Or a time phase.
We live in an electric universe.
So far, y'all haven't demonstrated. This is fun. So far, y'all haven't figured out how to make a time machine yet.
I'm
So
going
what's the
to
difference between the strong and the weak force?
One's strong and one's weak. I don't know.
And I believe the one that
short
holds-
distances.
The ones that hold molecules together is the weak force, and the strong one is the one that holds the nucleus together.
Yeah, we ain't gonna Google it. You know that. Rule
That's-
number 1: we don't Google it.
That's why atomic weapons are so powerful.
I am going
It's a
to
lot
the
of-
used bookstore tomorrow, and I will bring back a bunch of books for
You're risking
NASA.
You're risking your own life going into a bookstore. Just sit here and figure it out in your head.
I've got so much in my head I can't remember any of it.
Use your
Hang
imagination.
on, I got a phone call. It's Kevin.
Work.
Spam.
Phonics or imaging center is
What?
I got 2 phone calls from the so-called Social Security office saying my
Man, I've been
Social
getting.
Security's been used in south of the border in Texas.
Oh yeah, you didn't. Yeah,
Hung up on it.
I've been getting a ton of phone calls, spam phone calls, and spam texts.
Yeah, I got one from some hot lady. It was from an email
like-
to
what-
my text.
Like one today was Department of Motor Vehicles wants you to call them, and then your package the UPS, USPS, and then another one was like, something else. Your account's
There's a
been
cougar in
but it's all spam. People are desperate. They're trying to make money, and they're getting smarter.
The phone company needs to crack down on that. How are these people getting all these different numbers to call from?
Well, you're keying it in all the time. I mean, I know you're probably not, but you key it in everywhere, and it
No,
goes
I'm
everywhere.
saying they call you from a phone number.
Oh, yeah.
Or the phone number pops up. They're
Right.
renting or buying that number
Yeah.
from the phone
Yeah,
companies.
You're exactly right.
They need to have a
So let me give Darkness, my old friend, some more physics to play with. Okay.
Hi.
I'm ready.
All right. You finished yet?
Go for it.
You need to use that door on
Alpaca. I mean.
Radio Mystery Theater.
Chewbacca.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, man. It's come in. Welcome. That's how we need to start this one. E equals MC squared. E equals MC squared.
Energy
Yeah.
equals mass
Right. Times the
times
speed
of light.
squared, right?
Square.
Where's time at
Our brains.
in that equation?
There is no such thing as time.
Well,
It's a human.
well, how come you want to start at 6:01 and not 6 o'clock if there's no such thing as time?
Time
6:05.
is the C squared.
It's the time of the season.
That's supposed to say there's no way to travel faster than time because as you speed up, the mass increases
Right.
exponentially. Therefore, time travel is impossible,
Correct.
That's an old formula.
according to a man who lived.
Why do you
200
guys
years
want
ago.
time travel so bad for? You want to go forward or backwards?
You don't need a machine to time travel. Just use your brain. Use your mind. In a lucid dream.
Well, you only know what you know, right?
No, you tap into it.
That one on the right, Eric's the one that blew up. Sorry, darkness.
It's
It was just the top half of
That's
it.
his nickname.
Just the top half of it went. See the top half of that thing?
Looks like a squid.
It's awesome looking, man. I love it. It's like invaders from Mars.
So that's bigger than any of the other rockets ever.
The top half of that thing, well, they haven't made the bottom yet. The top half that's as big as a space shuttle. Is the space shuttle on that picture? No. I don't think it's a space shuttle, is it?
Buck Rogers.
It's
Dead air. Edit. Edit.
dead air.
I hear ruffling.
Well, I think that
All right.
you caught me a little bit too late.
Now, here's your bunk bed. So, I learned a lot about Darkness, my old friend, tonight. He's a raving lunatic.
Time is an illusion. Man.
I think we just try to make sense of reality.
However works for you.
What's the topic tonight?
We didn't have one. You didn't know that, did you?
It's time and how it's an illusion, man.
Well, I think you set the tone when you talked about the LiteBrites.
I used to have a LiteBrite. Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Coming up on 50 minutes.
Yeah, of nothing, man, of nothing.
About 30 minutes of that's dead air.
You sure it's turned on?
Oh, I haven't been recording. Dang it.
Thank God.
Best part was Sanford's son.
I'm going to watch that.
All right,
later
hold
I
on.
don't know how y'all do it.
It gets bad, man.
Caffeine.
It gets bad.
Oh, man.
So
Keep talking.
I like that deep harmonica.
is that what it is?
Maybe not. Could be a synthesizer.
I don't know. So what's your all's death coping strategy?
Good
Denial.
question.
Denial.
Let's say you're faced with imminent demise.
Party on, Garth.
I'd get even more spiritual.
Let's say that you no longer have a long-term future.
It doesn't bother me. I can say that now, not being in your shoes, but I think I would have the same reaction now as I did if I knew.
What does that mean? Somebody upstairs.
Yes.
I think it'd be almost liberating.
Can be the Brownie Meister. That's interesting, Professor.
You could do whatever you want because you don't have to worry about, well, what's going to happen 10 years from now? Or
Well,
what am I going to do for money next year?
I think there's some relative things there, right? One is how do you feel? If you don't feel like
Yeah.
doing much, it doesn't help you any. Being liberated.
If you knew 100% that you had a certain amount of time to live, cash out your retirement, sell your house.
Well, let's say I mean like a inmate on death row. They know when they're going. They're probably not that liberated.
What is
Ghost.
Yeah, but they don't have any time. They don't have anywhere to go. They're trapped in a little cell.
Right.
You have the entire world to explore.
You're kind of not anymore.
For a certain amount of time, unless you can't move.
Well, I mean, nobody can explore the world right now, can they? I mean, unless you're wearing a mask.
You can go driving around. Sounds like Tibetan.
That's good stuff.
Tibetan throat
That's
singing.
good stuff, man. Now, Darkest, my old friend, I've sent you emails every day. Do you read them all?
I cannot lie.
You know how many people read those emails? Not many. Not many.
I'll look at them.
There's too many.
My buddy,
I don't get them. I forgot. You're
my
blocked.
buddy up in West Virginia, his wife's been deleting them for 2 years. He's never seen the first one. She says, I thought it was a spam account.
It is. It's in my spam folder.
Wait.
And then I send them to. I got to think of a nickname for this dude. What's your nickname for our buddy?
Let's call him Buddy.
Which buddy? We don't have that many buddies. Vincent Black Shadow.
Vincent Price.
Did that answer your question about how would you deal with it? Because mine's simple.
All right, no, it didn't. Go ahead and reiterate. Por favor.
Well, like I said, it won't bother me. Are you looking for something to ease your mind, or you just want to compare it to somebody? I think that Professor is on the same page. I don't know how many people you've talked to. I've got a friend right now that probably won't make it till Christmas.
He's not liberated.
And he's good with it. But you know, reading people, not reading people, you asked it for a reason.
Well, because I got a good one. I'm trying to help you guys with yours.
But I'm over it. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I can say that now. Did it change your mind when you knew you only had 782 days left?
Did it change my mind? No.
I think it would strip everything away and you'd see what's really important and you would work toward making that, correcting whatever problems you
Definitely.
have. Everything else would just fall away.
Well, I mean, that's every day.
Well, it should be every day. But people get caught up in the world.
Get up in long term.
Everybody thinks they're immortal.
Who's here?
Ghost.
Mothman.
Mothman. You remember that one there?
Is Bear here?
I'll be right back. Hang on.
Is your dog
y'all
that?
keep talking. Let me check.
Y'all keep talking.
They're gone now. They stole the TV.
They stole it. Well, the TV wasn't working.
Door's unlocked.
Don't lose it. Don't lose the thread.
Somebody came in.
I think it might be my
walking around.
foot. I thought you were playing something on your phone. You weren't.
No. They were upstairs walking.
It's probably because you're here. You opened the doorway. Could be an angel.
I was hoping it would be nobody so we could play it back and he could hear it and there was somebody here.
That'd be awesome. He's never seen a ghost.
No, he doesn't believe.
I have.
He's not a believer.
I've been believing in this stuff my whole life. I was raised around it when I was a kid in Church of God.
There you go.
Yeah, you have to be receptive.
You have to have the right station on your receiver.
Yeah, and if you don't believe, you'll just keep saying, well, that must have just been, there must have been a rational explanation for that, and you'll program your brain to tune it out.
Block it out.
I have a friend, he's been touched by ghosts, and unless he was lying to me, he saw a stove turn on, saw a screw unscrew out of a mirror, felt somebody poking his back.
Yep. Now that would be a little scary.
Yeah. He said he took off running out of the apartment. He hears somebody scratching on the window.
Mm.
His mom was like that too.
I'd probably turn off my receiver if that happened to me and never have it again.
Yeah, people who are wide open, they don't want it. People who are they're halfway open or not open at all want it.
Didn't think of it like that.
I might have to listen to this podcast because I missed a few minutes.
I've seen some weird stuff. Like I've heard somebody whisper in my ear before. I think it was my grandfather, but it sounded just like my grandfather, and something he would say. I heard it like I was sitting outside and I heard it right by me, and there's no way anybody could have been around me. That was kind of creepy. And then I saw an old man pushing a dog in a baby stroller. He went behind a tree and he never came back out. There used to be I used to live next to a sidewalk. Just, stupid stuff like that. But I can't think of an explanation for how a man just disappears behind a tree with a dog in a baby stroller. Might just pick up on things like for half a second. Your brain kind of just shifts vibrations or whatever.
It's out there.
Yeah, we only know about
Could be mental illness.
a tiny, tiny portion of the spectrum of light. We only see a tiny portion of it because that's how our brains vibrate, and our eyes can only pick up certain amounts of light.
Well, honeybees can see into the ultraviolet.
Yeah. Some animals can too.
All right, y'all went back to George Norrie.
And just because we can't see what they can see, we didn't believe that until we dissected eyes of a fish, or somehow they figured out how to see through the eye and saw that they weren't just seeing what we saw, they saw fluorescent colors on the other fish, so they knew which ones to feed on.
I'm going to give y'all $1 million idea right now. $1 million.
Give it up.
Several million. I'm just doing this as a favor to you guys.
Give
You
it
ready?
up. Give it up.
Because we're tight, right?
Thank you.
Yes.
We're tight.
Yeah. We've slept together.
Might as well.
In the same hotel, I mean. Not
Fully clothed.
together. Yeah. We had our clothes on.
That's you two. That's not me. Let's be clear. Anyhow.
I wanted to sleep in the bathtub, but you said no, come on in the bed.
Got plenty of room.
Here's your $1 million idea. I'm trying to make you guys rich now.
Thank you.
You run out of time. All right, you ready? I got 2 words for you. Dog glasses.
Nice.
What are you laughing at, man?
Is it like could you put like an OptiGrab on them?
No, here's how this works. I'm going to explain this to you. I don't know what that is. So you get a TV commercial, like $19.99 dog glasses, right? Dog glasses. Buy one, get one free for $19.99.
You've never seen the movie
What?
with the OptiGrab?
The jerk?
Everybody
No.
went blind.
I haven't seen it. But let me explain dog glasses before. If you guys, somebody else going to steal this idea. So here's the deal on dogs. They can't see very good.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they're nearsighted. They like blue and yellow. Everything else is kind of gray. So you make some glasses that make everything fuzzy, make it blue and yellow, put on humans, and all these dog-owning owners, I'm not saying if they're male or female, go walk around the house trying to see how their house looks to their dog.
Might be better to make an app on your phone.
They have them.
Oh, speaking of dogs.
Where'd she come from?
How do you see? How do you see? How do you see?
Oh, see.
Can you see?
I think I'd rather have dog, whatever the equivalent for the nose is, so you can smell what dogs smell.
That would be
Olfactory.
like just like a blow dryer. Like you just have a blow dryer blowing in your nose at all times.
Heightened sense of your
Of course, you
olfactory.
might not want to smell everything.
Oh, I mean, I think it's like a 6th sense, right? 7th sense.
Open your sense.
Yay!
Hey.
It's brownie o'clock
Oh, yeah.
on the Enterprise.
Double chocolate.
Look who we dragged down here.
What's the topic tonight?
Whew, we don't know.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
It's no good. I don't think you're going to sleep to this one.
Or it'll work really well.
Where's your microphone?
It's right here. Here, she can have mine.
No, it's germed up, man. Hers is right here. She can sing for us.
Hey. Throat singing.
Darkness, my old friend, brought the sound effects. That's what we've been missing.
Boing.
He did say.
Brownies to liven things up.
No, I think he's checking out.
We're up to 60 minutes.
I'm telling you.
We don't need brownies.
Special brownies.
My throat's sore from singing.
I like that song, man. You can't hear it, can you?
I like the guitar.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, Darkness, my old friend, you ever coming back?
you have to be about 4 o'clock.
I can't say that I will.
We can call you.
He can't say that he will.
That's not
I
a no.
thought
That's
that-
not a no.
I thought that the YouTube audio would,
video.
Be different than what it is. It's not the same as what I
Behind the
thought.
scenes is always different.
It's better behind the scenes.
If we could strap microphones on us and ride our bikes around or drive around in a vehicle instead of just sitting here.
Just right here.
You're in a vehicle. We're flying through space at 25,000 miles an hour, rotating.
That's true.
And some of
You're
you
on a
will
vehicle.
not survive.
You're in a space station.
Your body's a spacesuit.
Yeah.
Look, we got a lot of screens.
Plus, you caught me at a bad time.
Should have had the caffeine.
His what's your best time though?
3 in the morning.
3:30.
Yeah, in the morning. Well, I don't know if you want to wrap this one up or
Let's wrap it up.
you got a song to go out with.
I do.
Dun, 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 dun.
You think it's time to stick a fork in this one?
A regular old. Hold on.
Coast to coast AM.
No, it's not what I wanted.
Coast to coast.
Well, gentlemen, it's been real.
It's
Real.
been fun too.
Something.
And it's been real, but it hasn't been real fun.
Yep. That's number 15, I believe.
Phew.
All right. I'm going to wrap it up. Bye.
All right, good practice. A good practice session.
Bye,
night.
everyone.
See
Good
ya.
night.